This is the Times Television Network, and you're watching ET Now.
Scale, size, sizzle. Not only does Bollywood's biggest film to date, Ravan, have it all, but also cross-eyed steak and brand Shah Rukh himself. Hi and welcome. This is a special edition of ET Insight and I'm Omar Qureshi. And this is what we have for you coming up on the show.
Today, you are born.
The countdown has begun. Soon you and I will be a part of Shah Rukh Khan's glitzy make-believe world of Ravan. The question though is, will real-life magic spill over to real life too? Marketing Indian films will never be the same again. From social networking platforms to gaming consoles to merchandising, King Khan has it all covered. Find out how brand Shah Rukh Khan is scaling new heights.
मैं पिक्चर बना रहा हूँ 23 करोड़ की पिक्चर है ओपनिंग लगेगी 18 करोड़ की सैटरडे को ये हो जाएगा मंडे
And an exclusive chat with the King Khan on why Ravan is the best bet to beat the cannibalization of Bollywood by global production houses.
You should be a bank teller. You should not be making movies. You should be counting money.
Our top story first. At 150 crores spent, Ravan is the most expensive Bollywood movie ever made. Most of it spent on cutting-edge technology. But the question on everybody's mind is, does Ravan have what it takes to dominate the box office and recover the hundreds of crores spent on it? Our special correspondent Nikhil Sivadasan finds out.
Connected now.
A superhero with extraordinary powers fighting to save the world. Sounds familiar? Well, it's not. This is Bollywood's biggest 3D and 2D film, starring none other than the King Khan himself. It just can't get any bigger or better. Or can it?
I'm really excited and I'm a big Shah Rukh fan. It is going to be a big hit, super hit.
We are eagerly waiting for it, and I think this will change the history of Indian cinema.
I'm very excited about the movie because there is Shah Rukh Khan.
It will be an entertaining film, I think, and I am waiting for that heavily.
Just waiting for the movie to come. Just like so excited, and it's so much. It's all the way Ravan and everything.
But living up to these great expectations will not be easy. SRK has not had a single release in 2 years.
Welcome to Goa, Singham.
In this period, the landscape of Indian films has changed dramatically, with Salman Khan, Aamir Khan and Ajay Devgan ruling the box office with films that easily bring in over 100 crore rupees. According to BoxOfficeIndia.com, a website that tracks trade collections, Salman Khan starrers Bodyguard and Ready garnered 138 crores and 121 crores respectively, followed by Ajay Devgan's Singham, which collected 97 crore rupees. So how does Ravan stack up against these recent blockbusters?
आज जाकर एक ऐसा गेम बनाऊंगा जिसमें विलन हीरो से ज्यादा पावरफुल हो.
I think it should be the fastest grossing 100 crores. I think that's what everybody is looking at. Whether it does that, and I think the way it's going, it's considering it has an extremely long weekend to have, and plus Diwali period, which normally is there, which is the biggest in the year by itself. I think everything is going in its favor. I think the first week should cross 100 crores, if not more.
So we are looking at close to garnering about 15 lakh people in our circuit alone, and over the first 6 days, which is the weekend, starting from 25th right up till the weekend, because it's a long weekend thanks to Diwali and Bhaiya Dooj, and then extending into Saturday, Sunday, we are expecting close to about 2 lakh people a day, and that's the kind of numbers we are talking about.
Indeed, but the fact remains that this is Shah Rukh Khan's biggest investment in any movie till date, and that investment may be at risk. In the 2-year gap since his last movie was released, the industry has been flooded with larger-than-life heroes that have hit the right notes with the masses. And that has pushed up the brand value of other stars in the league tables.
Bodyguard Lovely Singh reporting, madam.
According to trade analysts, SRK now ranks 4th in terms of value at the box office based on recent collections. That means King Khan has a long distance to cover if he wants brand SRK to work its magic on the silver screen once again.
लड़ाई गोलियों से नहीं, दिल से जीती जाती है.
If the film doesn't do well, for Shah Rukh Khan, it's his brand at stake. It's the brand Shah Rukh Khan at stake. And in this intervening period of about 18 to 20 months that he has been absent, ever since My Name is Khan released, he's been absent till now that Ravan is coming. In this intervening period, Shah Rukh may have been absent, but Amir Khan and Salman Khan have done fabulously well. Amir Khan's Three Idiots was released, and his other films as producer were released. His Delhi Belly did very well. His Dhobi Ghat at least sailed safe. Similarly for Salman Khan, it was Dabangg, Bodyguard and Ready, all three huge blockbusters. So obviously, since we always talk about the three Khans in the same breath, for him it would mean a lot.
तुम हर साल रावण को इसलिए जलाते हो क्योंकि तुम जानते हो कभी नहीं मरता.
So it's a turbulent times for Ravan.
रावण गेम के बाहर कैसे आ सकता है?
Well, not in the least, and the numbers will tell you why.
रावण को रोकने का सिर्फ एक ही रास्ता है. G1.
According to co-producer Eros, which has purchased the distribution rights of the film for 70 crore rupees, Ravan's in-film advertising and brand tie-ups have already bought in 52 crore rupees. The film's satellite rights have been sold for 40 crore rupees and its music rights for 8 crore rupees. Add to that another 30 to 35 crore rupees of overseas collections, and what you have is inflows of over 135 crore rupees for a film that cost 150 crore rupees.
हिंदुस्तान में हर गाली ऐसे क्यों होती है? तेरे भाई की, तेरे बाप की ऐसे क्यों नहीं?
I am not responsible for it.
What we try to do is between 40 to 80% of the cost, we try to recover before the film actually hits to the theaters. So that's part of our de-risking strategy, and it's a conscious effort. So for this film also, largely our investments have been recovered through pre-licensing the stuff to various monetizing platforms. Like satellites has been already sold and music is done and all that kind of stuff. So I guess pretty much money has been recovered, and whatever we get on the box office is definitely going to be, we are anticipating that the revenues will be definitely good from the box office also, that led up to the overall monetization of the film.
Sure, it will. What will also help this cause is to ensure that the film has the widest possible audience. That's perhaps why there are a record-breaking 3,000 screens in India and 500 screens abroad in popular territories like South Korea, the US and UK, Taiwan, Germany and New Zealand that will showcase this movie. That's not all. The film is also being dubbed into Tamil and Telugu for the regional markets. According to Ernst & Young, theatre revenues contribute to about 60% of a film's earnings. That number will be higher in the case of Ravan because ticket prices for the film are likely to be hiked by 15 to 30% across multiplexes.
In Delhi, when you're looking at a 6-screener, all of that, almost 5 screens will be of Ravan. So the capability to kind of have more viewing time on Ravan per se will increase. It's the best viewing time from a cinema perspective, and I think that's the second biggest factor in terms of seeing how much collection, in terms of collection that you're looking at. Diwali is one of the biggest cinema viewing slots per se that we look at from a distribution perspective. The third big factor would be ticket pricing. I think there is definitely increase in ticket prices, and hence a realization on a per admit basis also goes up.
Little wonder then that Star India and T-Series that have purchased the film's satellite and music rights respectively are upbeat about the film's potential.
We have spent around with promotion and everything, our investment will go to 9.5 crores because we are doing 2.5 crore promotion also. So we'll definitely recover that amount for sure. That much confidence we have.
Recouping of the investments that we made in RA1 will be predominantly done by advertising, and we have a huge syndication business that we run. So yes, the movie might get syndicated in the future, but in the future, not immediately. But advertising will be the core driver in terms of recouping the investment.
To get maximum bang for the buck, Ra.One has also been launched across several platforms. The gaming rights of the film have been sold to UTV India Games.
We have launched games on iPhone, Android, Nokia, pretty much all platforms. We are covering Facebook. Plus we also have this game running on DTH platforms. So if you are a subscriber of Airtel or Reliance Digital or Dish TV, you could just press a remote button and get into the game. So that was really the central idea about hitting the masses with gaming.
From gaming content to the gaming experience itself, Ra.One seems to have it all in place. Sony has developed Ra.One the Game, a PlayStation console game that acts as a prequel to the movie.
In terms of the PS2 numbers, the day one launch is almost with around 22,000 units, and we already are getting repeat orders. Now 22,000 is perhaps almost double the type of day one number that we see on a PS2 game, a big franchise, international franchise. Now in all between the PS2 and the PS3, we are looking to do a basic minimum in India of around 100,000 units. Just to put it in the perspective, if I look at all the 9 Indian titles that we have done till date, all of them put together, they have done around 425,000 units. So we are almost looking with this one title, do a quarter of that.
That's perhaps why many marketeers believe Shah Rukh when he claims that Ra.One is not a film, but an event. The moral of the story, this is hardly a make or break situation for brand Shah Rukh, especially considering that every entity in the value chain is raking in the moolah and all the chips are stacked firmly in his favor.
So how much better off or worse off is brand Shah Rukh Khan? Find that out after the short break. Stay with us.
If I succeed, it'll be really nice. If I don't, like I said, I'll dance at weddings.
Welcome back. One of Bollywood's most anticipated films, Ra.One, is round the corner. And the success of this one depends entirely on one factor, brand Shah Rukh Khan. So just how big is this brand and is it worth the hundreds of crores riding on it? We shall find out.
The Badshah of Bollywood. The man with the Midas touch. A marketing genius and a shrewd businessman.
We make a film like Ra.One, it becomes a little special that you inform people about the kind of film it is. So I just felt that we should start informing the public at large what the film is about.
Love him or hate him, you just can't ignore him.
G, is that G or Gauri? And one for my position in the film industry.
It's this quality about Shah Rukh Khan that has traditionally lured marketers towards him.
Through him, you reach out to millions of his fans, and even if they are not his fans, they love listening to him. So there is that factor which was always there with Shah Rukh, that he has a charm, he has a certain attraction and fan following and believability, which made us all the brands which sort of use Shah Rukh associate ourselves with him.
The audiences in India and across the world want to see him again and again. So there is a lot of effort that brand SRK has put in so many years. The credibility of the brand, the fact that he doesn't do much wrong has always been in the audience's mind. So audience wants to always trust him. So it's a trusted brand.
Even so, there are several industry insiders who believe that Shah Rukh Khan may be losing his Midas touch. And that's perhaps why he has embarked on an intensive marketing program for Ra.One.
He may not be commanding the same cachet that he did, let's say, 3 or 4 years ago. Let's face it, he's not grown any younger. His face in close-up looks a lot more tired than it did 4 years ago. So, and there have been others who have come up in the meanwhile. There's a Ranbir Kapoor that has come up in the meanwhile. There has been an Imran that has come up in the meanwhile. So there are other stars in the making. And I suspect that there's just a little bit of fear behind this let's go all out approach to marketing Ra.One.
Please welcome the king of romance in a superhero avatar, G1 of King Khan of Shah Rukh Khan!
And the approach seems to be working because King Khan seems to have gained ground with advertisers substantially this year. According to TAM Media research data on celebrity endorsements in the first half of this year, King Khan was the #2 celebrity endorser ahead of the likes of MS Dhoni, Kareena Kapoor and Sachin Tendulkar. In comparison, in the same period last year, Shah Rukh stood at the #8 spot as per percentage of ad volume share.
No matter where he is, he's always a doting father, just like your dad. He is there when his son needs him.
Many marketers attribute his rising share in the ad volume pie to the brand tie-ups and offbeat marketing strategies that Khan has deployed for his magnum opus, Ra.One.
If you look at all the imaging, it's all about how to build in the fact that you can have merchandises of the character, of Shah Rukh's character, of the hero of the film, of the heroine of the film, of the music of the film, and so forth and so on. So there's a huge level of interest that has actually been generated, not only in watching the movie, but also in owning memorabilia from the movie.
Indeed there is. According to Omax Media's index Cinematics, in the week prior to release, Ra.One has created more buzz than recent blockbusters like Bodyguard, Ready and Singham. Here, buzz is defined as audience awareness at an unaided level. That's not all. Ra.One also has more interest, which is defined as the percentage of audiences with the intention to watch the film. This high buzz and interest is what's driven 25 marketers to bet their money on Shah Rukh Khan.
Ow! बड़े-बड़े सुपर हीरोज को ऐसी छोटी-छोटी तो लगती रहती.
Shah Rukh has been the Nokia brand ambassador for over 4 years and a Nokia user for over a decade. So in that sense, it's natural that the relationship be symbiotic between the brand and Shah Rukh the person.
SRK as a brand is a big brand, and Ra.One is his biggest project. And I am actually, we are betting on both of them being big hits.
We wanted to take one of the biggest movies in the history of India that's been produced with Shah Rukh Khan and Red Chillies for Ra.One and really show India and show the world what can be done.
He is one of the biggest celebrity which is liked and followed globally.
The very fact that Ra.One is helped by a superstar like Shah Rukh actually adds to the allure, actually multiplies the impact, and that's how we look at it.
Shah Rukh Khan's strategy has been simple. He created a win-win situation which was hard for marketers to resist. He struck barter deals with brands he endorses to publicize and promote the film in exchange for public appearances for product promotions. As the on-ground promotional activity gathered momentum, more advertisers came calling in, making the film generate as much as 52 crore rupees from brand tie-ups and in-film advertising.
It's a combination of different things. With ESPN, for example, he promotes ESPN's cricketing properties like the Champions League T20 or the World Cup, and they promote his films. There are some brands that he's already associated with, and I think for them it's just a way of supporting the film, and they're buying media to promote the film. And for some people who can't really afford SRK as a brand ambassador, they don't want to spend 8 crores or 10 crores to pay Shah Rukh specifically, they find this movie a good opportunity of associating with him without having to pay Shah Rukh a direct annual fee.
So who crafted Ra.One's marketing strategy? Well, it was Shah Rukh Khan himself. And now brand Ra.One and brand Shah Rukh Khan are two sides of the same coin. That's why the success of Ra.One the movie is critical for the success of Shah Rukh Khan the superstar. But there are many who are not buying that just yet, because traditionally Shah Rukh Khan has been bigger than his movies, and there's no reason to believe that may not be the same case with Ra.One as well.
Indeed, Shah Rukh Khan is a huge brand in India and overseas. And when it comes to marketing, even corporate India could take a lesson or two from the king himself. So what keeps this king going? We'll find out from the man himself after this break.
I'm not bothered where it goes. It comes from the heart, and I keep saying the heart doesn't know numbers.
Welcome back to a special edition of ET Inside. This Diwali, Bollywood's most ambitious venture, Ra.One, is set to light up the silver screens. And who better to talk about it than the man who puts his money where his mouth is, Shah Rukh Khan himself. I met him earlier and this is what he had to say about his blood and sweat investment.
A lot of money is gone, blood, tears. Yeah, now somebody will have to pay me money to make another one like this. But inshallah, I hope it does well. So then I can make... I already have actually an idea of making the next film. But I hope this one does well. Because if this doesn't do well, then I have to sell my cars and my good jeans and dance at weddings to make up for all the losses I've done to the distributors.
No, but the expectations are very high of the movie. But they're saying that apparently it's very safely covered. You've hedged your...
मुझे यार business समझ आता, मुझे hedging आती नहीं, मैं कोई stock holder, share market player तो हूँ नहीं. मुझे film बनानी आती है. उस दिन भी मुझसे किसी ने पूछा कि ये film का budget इतना ज़्यादा है. So I don't know, the heart doesn't know how to calculate. This is my dream. I think I'm the great Indian dream. And when you are the great Indian dream, you got to dream dreams that are difficult to achieve. I really believe that like everywhere else in this world, all the countries have lost the regional cinema. Whether it's Poland, whether it's Germany, whether it's France, whether it's Russia, you don't see any of, or Spain, or you know, such wonderful Italy, such great filmmakers, they're all working in Hollywood and making great Hollywood films, but the local cinema is dead. India is the only country where local cinema survives in spite of Hollywood. And I think it won't, because the exposure of the youth to the rest of the world is so much. So we need to make cinema, which, you know, it'd be really sad. 4 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I tell my son, dude, come along, watch my film. He said, no, I don't watch your films anymore. That'd be sad. Not personally, but as an Indian part of this Indian film fraternity.
Are you dreaming of a franchise, creating a franchise of a superhero?
It's too early for me to say genuinely. I would love to. I would love to dedicate the rest of my life making superhero films. G1, G2, G3, G5, keep on making that one. But yeah, this one has to stick. This one has to work. This one has to call out to a lot many people, and you should feel like wanting to see another one. Yeah, so then I would. But I'm not trying to create a franchise. I'm okay doing singular films whenever I'm offered some.
Tell me, you're called the king of marketing and the king of PR and the...
I don't know why people think that. I get irritated when people say that I'm the king of marketing. I'll make a film, you tell people about it, and you move on. I don't even know what a PR does, actually. I know now actors have a PR. Baby, you have to put the story out. No, please, I don't understand this. I don't understand how this is done. Yeah. I've never done it. So that's it. There is no king of PR, king of marketing, king of so-and-so, king of this.
You've been savvy. You've been savvier than the rest, and now suddenly everyone else has become as savvy. Everyone's promoting the movies in a big way, and it's become a weekend game for everyone right now.
Well, I don't know about the savvy part, but it's not a game for me. Making movies is not a game for me. Making movies is life for me. Having said that, I don't think it's a game. Friday, Saturday. I met a producer-director. I won't name him. So I sang him. He says, sir, आपने तो क्या picture बनाया? I say, yeah. He says, but क्या है? मैं picture बना रहा हूँ. 23 crore की picture है. Opening लगी 18 crore की. Saturday को ये हो जाएगा. Monday, and I was looking at him.
Everyone talks like that.
And I'm looking at him. I said, you should be, I'm not saying it's a bad profession. You should be a bank teller. You should not be making movies. You should be counting money. You should not be making movies. I don't understand. Like I signed the checks now because my producer is not well. But my people ask me, is it gone over budget? Is it looking good? I say, yeah, it's looking very good. Is it fantastic? I say, yeah. Are we going to have to do a lot more hard work if it doesn't work? He said, you'll be working for the next 400 days. So let's do it then. So you make a good film, and you make... I'm very happy doing a film. I'm not bothered where it goes. It comes from the heart, and I keep saying the heart doesn't know numbers.
How excited are your kids to see Dad as a superhero?
They were very excited when I started the film, but now when I show it to them, they're like, yeah, it's okay. I said, do you like it? Do you find it cool? I said, yeah, it's okay. It's very good, yeah. And I asked my son the other day, do you think it'll be a hit film? Is it going to be a birthday film? So I said, what does that mean? He said, all the kids are going to watch it for their birthdays. So they're going to book it on their birthdays. So birthday parties will be like this and all. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's one place I haven't marketed. So maybe I have to start dancing at birthdays now.
With that, it's a wrap on the special edition of ET Inside. Keep watching and keep sending us your feedback. Bye-bye and happy Diwali.
This is the Times Television Network, and you're watching ET Now.